What's up, everybody? Welcome in. I'm AC Kingpin 27 with you today for Kingpin Gaming. I'm joined by Fighting Titan since 97. Titan, how you doing, man?
I'm doing outstanding, brother. How are you doing tonight?
I'm doing great, man. Titan and I have been running the No Money Spent Mutt Battles games this season. If you guys haven't checked them out, make sure y'all are checking those out. We're streaming them live on Twitch, putting the videos up on the Facebook, on the YouTube as well for all to enjoy. Make sure you guys check out that series. We're running No Money Spent theme teams in this series. But today, we want to talk about the Madden 21 Ultimate Team promos. I've gone ahead and created a tier list. If you guys are checking out the video, the thumbnail of the video is that tier list. I'm hopeful to have a link to that list as well, so for y'all to see. I'm going to try to work on that here when we get the video uploaded, but that is the goal. But Titan, man, this has been one kind of fun and strange year all at the same time.
It really has. It's been that's pretty accurate, man.
So this entire version of Madden was a work from home from EA. So there were things that were released that never came to fruition. Excuse me. There were things that we feel might have been missing. There were things that I feel the devs got 120% right this year, and that's what we want to talk about. So I'm gonna kind of show you guys the tier list here on camera. Not sure how much you guys are gonna be able to see there. Well, like I said, I'll try to get a link to the image for y'all to see as well. But if y'all are watching here live on Twitch, thank you so much for being here. If y'all are watching the video on Facebook and YouTube, be sure to drop a like on the video, hit that follow, hit that subscribe button, and tap that bell notification so you guys get notified when we put up more videos. We did a Madden 21 Ultimate Team Battle Series. We're planning on doing Madden 22 as well. I'm really excited. I know Titan is as well to get Madden 22 in our hands, in our possessions, and get some games in.
Yes,
so
sir.
really looking forward to that. But we wanted to talk promos. So, Titan, what's your thoughts overall, not individually, but overall on what we saw content-wise this year? How are you feeling?
I think they did a really good job overall, content-wise. Unlike years past where they gave you like 15 49er quarterbacks, right? They made
49ers, Raiders, always getting guys, right?
Yeah, that's it. Oh my, yeah, that's it. And John Madden was the best upgrade you could have, right?
Right.
So they were really intentional about giving players, giving positions, and making players who either A, switch teams, or B, just given enough players that everybody, except maybe like the Jets, was super competitive.
So that's the one thing I want to make sure we're touching on. So this year, there was a big push that we're feeling by the devs to really throw out them theme teams. With the Team Affinity series, with everything they've done to bring in past players, to bring in, guys that are legends in different promos other than legends. Like I said, we're going to talk more in depth on the promos, but I feel like the theme team was where it was this year. I felt very good as soon as I turned into kind of game 6 of starting to build a Browns theme team, because I play the franchises as the Browns, right? That's what I do. So I felt really good about the players. They fit the way I like to play the game. Titan, I don't know if you feel the same way when you finally switched to that full Titans team. Did you feel like the team kind of fit your play style a lot better than just the best cards at certain positions?
It did, but I really had to adopt the full Titans. I say mentality, right? Not the whole Titan up.
Oh, like Titan up!
Fan base with it, yeah. But I get excited,
right?
But no, I really embraced the 3-4 defense. I embraced how they play ball, and having the Titans players playing with them like you do with the Browns, playing them in franchise, and using that playbook. I really knew the playbook. I knew how a lot of the players should perform to whatever extent that is, but it really doesn't mean much in mud. At that point, it's team and performance, right. And then, whatever's not nerfed. But
right.
So I enjoyed that. I thought it played a lot better. I thought it got a lot more closer once I really switched to a Titans team and not, whatever best
right.
available is.
So let us know in the comments down below how you felt overall about the promos this year, how you felt about the theme team kind of setup that they gave us this year in Ultimate Team. Let us know what you were running. If you're running a theme team, how high you got your team. If you're running, the best overall players, let us know. Let us know in the comments down below. But we're gonna get out of the promo. So we're gonna start kind of our least favorite promo of the year, and mine has to be Rivalz. All right. So Rivalz,
just right out the gate.
You know, I'm used to getting into Ultimate Team. I'm one that likes to grind the solo battles. I spend the money on the game. I want to play the battles. I want to get into the solo challenges. I want to do that. And the gauntlet is always something I look forward to get coins, to go get players that I need. So to not see that in this year's game, but to see Rivalz instead, at first, very excited, right? Rivalz 1 came out, and we had the option to get this Rivalz Master, which was 85 overall players. And if you remember, Titan, I ran that Zach Ertz for a very long time. That Zach Ertz felt glitchy in my system at the beginning of the season, and it was a lot of fun to really play, right? I don't know if you feel the same way, because I don't remember who you took. I think you took Jalen Smith, right?
Lord, no, dude, I can't remember. It's been an eternity ago.
So, looking forward that there were going to be 7 different series of this, I was really looking forward to Rivalz. And then we got Series 2 and an announcement that Rivalz was no more. And to me, that hurt because I'm so used to the gauntlet, right? I'm so used to just playing. It hurt that they were ending it, and there really wasn't anything beneficial to really grind and play. The fact that they came back late in the season and let you have challenges for the tokens, so you could get all 7 of those tokens and earn that 97 overall fantasy player was awesome, but it still left me wanting more. So overall, Rivalz is my least favorite promo of the season. How you feel on Rivalz, man?
So, while not my least favorite promo, same feelings, different focus, right?
Okay.
I was really disappointed in the players it gave you at the stages it gave you, right? Because you look at Rivalz and you look at who it actually wound up being, and it was just positions that you didn't need at that time, just because of Mahomes came with the game, not Mahomes, excuse me,
Lamar.
Thank you. Goodness, I was struggling. Lamar came with the game. Like I don't need Ben Roethlisberger's super old rebuilt self.
Right.
Right. Maybe a tight end, but the players that it gave you to choose from were not great. They were not a super high rating for what the challenges asked you to complete, right? Because some of those were super difficult.
Well, and then like I said, at the end when they gave you those challenges to just get the tokens, they were really quick challenges. To your point there, the initial challenges were tough when you had that low team. I can agree to that. But that's what the gauntlet was, right? The gauntlet was made for you to build your team through the season, then go and play it as you could. So I understand that process. And I guess we touched upon it. The fact that this was a development from home for EA really kind of, I guess, in my eyes, and from what they've come out and said, put the kibosh on Rivalz. That's why it's there for me. What's your least favorite promo? Is it just overall kind of Rivalz in general as well?
My least favorite promo is the Madden Championship Series because it was a super, super huge missed opportunity by EA.
Are you talking the Championship Series that gave us the 98 overall players, or the MCC which gave us the 95 Cardinals players? Or are you talking overall both of them together?
So I'm talking about the NCC, right, and everything that it could have been that it wasn't, right?
Yeah.
So, like, what does that mean to me? What am I talking about? So, you had a chance to do so many different things, right, up to and including highlighting players, right?
Yeah.
Highlighting players. So, you take, whatever the most dangerous player from Joke is, or you could say, hey, we had the Madden.
Oh, I feel you're looking for individual players. I understand now. Yes.
So you take, all right, look, we took one representative from the Madden Championship Series from every team, and they picked the standout player they wish they had during this past year's grind.
Okay, that makes sense.
My God.
Yeah, that makes sense.
The Titans. Oh, I would have loved to have a Frank Wycheck, or the Cowboys. Oh man, I could use that solid Emmitt Smith again.
That
Where's
makes
the Herschel
sense.
Walker at?
Yeah, I can definitely see that.
And so, that was one direction, but they just, it was, I'm sure Joke is a cool dude, right? I don't have much use for him as a coach in my game, and he really doesn't add any value. If they added some sort of souped up value where
like a boost, kind of like the John Madden used to be.
Yes,
Is that what you're getting at? Okay.
Exactly.
Okay. No, that makes sense.
Some kind of boost, right? Joke's known for being shifty with the elusive back. All players get +3 elusiveness. Just something, but there wasn't.
Right.
Right. And I'm just not a Madden fanboy like that.
No, that makes sense. And they did come out with some challenges for the MCC. If you remember, you had all the divisions, and you had to get 7 of those divisional tokens. And when you turned in all those tokens, you ended up with a 95 overall Cardinal player. You had Kyler Murray, Larry Fitzgerald, Chandler Jones, or Pat Pete. For me and you, it really didn't matter, right? We were running theme teams. I remember having the Pat Pete because he was the corner that wasn't a Brown at the time. I do remember having Pat Pete. So, but I'm 100% with you. I feel like those coaches could have had collectibles kind of like Madden used to just kind of play there.
So even if they just did that, why not do that for every single team? How hard would it be to throw down 5 players from every single team like that?
Well, okay, so I think we're going to get into that here. I think we're going to get into that in honorable mention. We're going to save that question, honestly, for a little later on here in this video. I have an answer for that one.
Sure.
Okay. All right, so we're going to talk. So all right, if y'all are watching the video, leave me a comment down below. Let us know your worst favorite, your least favorite promo of the season. Let us know what it is, and let us know the whys down there. We're going to talk favorite promos now. So mine has to be, hands down, Mutt Heroes, man. Mutt Heroes came in, and Mutt Heroes gave you a week's worth of missions and gave you the opportunity to unlock a 97 overall master each week. That's where I racked up a ton of coin, being able to get those masters for free and then sell them on the auction block because the way the theme teams were building, I knew I needed coin. There were challenges to complete. There was a lot of cards out there for me as well. In Mutt Heroes alone, we were able to get the 97 J.C. Treader, the Kevin Zeitler, the John Johnson, and then we had that 99 LTD, or the 98 LTD Baker Mayfield during that promo. So that promo to me, as a Browns fan, has a lot of love, but as a content, as a solo challenges fan, Mutt Heroes was a blast because you actually got to complete challenges and complete different things. Throw for yards, rush for yards, score touchdowns. How do you feel about Mutt Heroes, or was that kind of not your forte? You were looking at something else for most favorite.
So, I mean, I think Mutt Heroes was a great series because of what you said. That for us who was doing a no money spent grind, it allowed you to go sell 400,000 coin cards like Lamar Jackson to schmucks who just didn't want to put in the work. Right. Who probably bought microtransactions and sold whatever they got. That was a good series. That was a quality series. So I have a split here, right? Because I can't just give you a straight answer these days.
Oh no, I don't like this.
My favorite series actually had to be the Sugar Rush series. Believe it or not.
Wow, late in the season, Sugar Rush fan, huh?
Sugar Rush.
Let's go take a look
I like
at
Sugar Rush because it gave almost everybody some love.
The Browns didn't get any love.
Well, you got a player every other week except that one.
I did get a Jamie Collins. Let me rephrase this. We did get a hero.
I was going to say
we did get Jamie Collins. We did get Jamie Collins. Okay.
So you got that.
You got some love in the promo. You got the McNair. You got the Roger Saffold. Yeah. Okay.
That was the only. But it wasn't about because there was more than one Titan or because Steve McNair was one of the featured Sugar Rush guys. It was 100%. It was fun to play.
Yes.
Right. The challenges were engaging and not overly impossible. You got a quality reward, and for the average person, right, which I'm pretty average. You were you're really able to play challenges and turn them in for players, and it doesn't cost you 1,000 hours of your life or $1,000, whichever comes first.
Yeah, no, that you're 100% right. I put a lot of time into Mutt Heroes, so that's completely 100% correct.
Right. My favorite to play though, with my bias as it is 100% still.
Now wait, hold on, before you release this one, hold on. Sugar Rush also started our golden tickets. The one egg was that Jadeveon Clowney, so that was another big promo. Yeah, you're spot on there.
For me, it was big, but it was just engaging. It was fun. Yeah.
So you're talking your favorite overall is which one now?
My favorite overall.
Yeah.
My favorite to play.
Yeah.
Was still the most feared.
Most feared. That's Titan's favorite. Guys, if you don't know Titan, this is the one he lives and dies for every year, bro. Every year.
That's if there's one series that I'm going to play every challenge and do everything, it's definitely going to be that one, right? Because it's so much fun because you have the different challenges. You have the giant Frankenstein guy, or you have the super tiny guys who are impossible to tackle.
Yeah. Now this was the promo
that to hit stick.
We weren't necessarily in full theme teams. We were still kind of. I was kind of as much invested in the theme team as I could at this point. But I remember getting that Terry McLaurin. I do remember having that during this. The Jim Brown during this as well. That Jim Brown held from October until now. So that's a good promo. That was a lot of fun. Castle Jenkinstein and all that. That was a lot of fun. I will agree to that. So if y'all are, go ahead.
I said the one complaint would just be that there just wasn't enough. Like everything was there, there just wasn't enough of it, right?
Okay,
it's
you just wanted more.
It's like eating. Yeah, it's like eating a brownie and they got enough chocolate sauce on there to piss you off, but not enough to actually make it satisfying.
Right.
But you're still gonna eat it because it's delicious. Right.
No, I can see that.
The most, you had the strongest, you had the fastest, you had, the elusivest.
Yeah, we had scary sharp, scary strong, scary fast, and scary tall.
That's it.
No, and I'm with you there. I think every promo, I think enough. I was wanting a little more. Yeah, I think a lot of the promos this year I wanted more. Yeah, you're right. Again, I take it back to it's a development from home, right? I'm not an EA sympathizer by any means, by any stretch of the imagination, but this was a work from home development process that I think we all kind of wanted more this year. So I'm with you there. If y'all are watching the video, drop us a comment down below. Let us know your favorite promo of the season and give us a reason why. All right, so Titan, there was a lot of stuff in here that we didn't really touch on. I want to talk an honorable mention. Wasn't necessarily your favorite, but kept you coming back to play, right? For me, that has to be Team Affinity. Just the way they ran theme teams this year, right? Mm-hmm. So in Team Affinity, we had the team builders, the team standouts, the team diamonds, and the team masters. And I go in there and I just think of the players, man. I ended up with 99 Braylon Edwards, 99 Myles Garrett, 99 Mark Bavaro, 95 Sheldon Richardson, Danny Shelton, Joe Schobert. Like, there were a ton of players that were usable in this year's game through Team Affinity. So I do think that there were a lot of full-length games that could have been shortened for the challenges, and that's why it's not my favorite. But I think this was there. What's your thoughts, man? What's your kind of honorable mention this year?
My honorable mention, that is...
Uh-oh, he switched mics on us here, guys. He switched mics on us.
I did. I had to switch mics. It was either switch mics or no mics.
Okay.
Is this one all right for you, sir?
Yeah, you're good. We got you. Honorable mentions. Here we go.
Honorable mention. I'm torn. My honorable mention, I'm torn between... there's so many, but I think the one that gets honorable mention for me is the 50.
The 50. Yeah, that's a big one. That's a good one.
And I think it is because the 50 was one of the first ones in... really one of the first and almost only ones in all of these different series that you could really steer away from bias, if that was positional bias, if that was team bias.
Yep.
If that was, the Super Bowl set is wrought with Patriots. Like, we get it, man. They do a lot of them. Like, other people were there too.
Right. Right. No, I understand that.
And so, the 50, but the one thing about the 50, honorable mention, is that they really shafted a lot of people.
Okay,
right? There's a lot of folks that got shafted.
So I'm on the flip side of that. So I think the 50 was done very well. I do think there were people in the game missing. Now, whether that is because EA didn't secure the rights to those player likenesses this year, so we didn't see them in the game, or whatever, what have you. But the 50 gave us additional players that are currently in the NFL, in Madden. They got us good cards for them, and they got us legends. They got us more legends, guys that weren't in the legend promos. So I think it brought us more legends from past football to bring into the game. But I do see your point of there were guys missing. To your point, Emmitt Smith is not there. I think this is the first year Otto Graham hasn't been in the game, and I was very excited to be able to have the opportunity to bring Otto Graham to the squad and play with him. I've never had him on the squad. So
yeah, and that's where the heartburn comes in. Like, how the heck are they going to take away Otto Graham, but give you a souped up RG3 with good knees? Like,
right, that's Titans heartbreak all year. The Browns just kept getting cards. He could say every promo that I got a card was his worst promo of the year.
No, I wouldn't say that. No, I wouldn't say that at all. I think the Myles Garrett's a bit OP for this game.
Yeah,
and I think more than you being able to go take a defensive tackle and go through the middle of the line every single time, regardless of how many blockers or who's there, is that aspect of it is OP. Just take away a little bit of it, right? And it's not a knock against, Michael Dean Perry or, J.J. Watt or whoever running up the middle at that point, right? But it really is, like, middle of the line, it really doesn't matter.
So, all right, so, but I kind of want to keep going here. So I think you and I have talked this before, and there is something we agreed upon as an honorable mention. So I want to bring this one in. I think this is maybe one of the two you were fighting between. Power-up expansion?
Yes.
Okay, so are you talking Wild Card Wednesday power-up expansion, or are you talking year-end expansion? Are you talking a combo of the two? Kind of throw it all together.
So, yes, it has to be a combo, right? Because they were either releasing players with the wild card, or they were upgrading people, right, without giving them a card. Hey, they have a card, they have a power-up that topped out at like an 80, i.e. Tyrone Calico.
Right.
Let's give them the 99 love. And it's not a huge deal. They're not reinventing the wheel, but they're giving teams players that they haven't had, maybe wouldn't have had.
So when that power-up expansion kind of opens up more promos too, because Campus Heroes came out, and one of the big things, and it was a knock from the community to EA, that the Campus Heroes got power-up expansions because they were already 92s or 95s respectively. That was a knock, but I take that as a win. I had one guy from the power-up expansion Campus Hero 92 new Ozzie Newsome that ended up with a Black History Month. So I think power-up expansion was able to involve more promos, and that's kind of why we go back to it every year. And I think that's why they keep bringing it out, is because you can bring a bigger player base onto, especially these theme teams, right? The power-up is king for a guy that's played on multiple teams. That's how we've got a lot of the players on the Browns. There's a multiple players on that Titans team of yours that necessarily aren't Titans but have played before. You know what I mean? So but that
also brings me to a source of heartburn, man.
Right.
And you know exactly what I'm about to talk about. It's that team of the year, Jack Conklin.
That's the one
How are you going to give a dude a team of the year card? No other decent cards the rest of the year, no power up, right? But every other player that transferred for us focused on the Titans and Browns, you got Jadeveon Clowney, you got these other people, and Conklin, right? Because we talked at length. Every player that was on the Browns, the Zeitlers and the Banks and whatnot, was able to get a Brown Chem. But, I can't get that little Titan love. And they never have shored up the right side of my line. And I'm still pissed off that, hey, another wide receiver, oh, good, the fourth Titans quarterback when only two of them were deep. But I can't get a right side of the line, which is why you blow. I can't even run to the right side playing you anymore because it's just not even effective.
And you're right there. So if you guys are watching the video, leave us a comment. Let us know your honorable mention promo, something that is number 2 on your list, not your favorite, not your most favorite, but it's right up there. Let us know what it is and why in the comments down below. Titan, I've had so much fun this year in Madden 21, man. This is the first year we have made it a point to actually play MUT against each other instead of playing MUT with each other in squads, right? It's been a hell of a ride this year, man. I'm hoping you feel the same way.
Oh, absolutely. I do, I play in squads because I think that was a lot of fun. But just playing you each week, growing the team, and at how things are changing and growing. So much fun. Looking forward to it. And it's how is this new player going to change the dynamic? Is it going to shift? What's going to change, right? Like, what's weird is as your running backs have gotten better, so has my run defense, which I definitely didn't expect to happen at the end of the year.
Correct. And so you touched on it. Madden 22 is right around the corner, and we plan on bringing the Mutt Battle series back for season 2. We're still talking, maybe adding some wrinkles. Maybe we do some Mutt drafts every once in a while, some reg games every once in a while, like Titans Browns, or some random teams just against one another, just to kind of mix it up a little bit on the games we maybe don't have upgrades that week to the squad. So there's wrinkles we're trying to add. But how excited are you for Madden 22? I mean, we've touched on the new players for the Titans and the Browns. Is there something? First question is, how excited are you for 22? And the second question, kind of piggybacking that, is what's something you want to see in Mutt? What is the one thing you want to see in Mutt for Madden 22? That's question 2. Go ahead, take it away.
Okay, all right. So what's the one that I'm really excited for in Mutt, to answer the first one? Man, that's got to be momentum, right? It's just they're putting, so it's a tie between momentum and some of the authenticity touches.
Okay.
Right. Yep. The kicker from Miami is going to struggle in the New York, or the Chicago snowstorm, right? Yeah. Those touches that they've never cared about, because you can't. If it was a microtransaction, it would have been in there. But those little touches, along with momentum, right? That unseen force that doesn't exist, that does exist, that you can feel but you can't explain.
Right. No. Right. Yep. 100%. 100%.
And having that stuff matter, right? If you're going to bury someone, Lord, bury him, unless you get hit with a haymaker on the way back, right? And the second half comeback, I think, will really like a second half comeback, right?
Yep.
Picking off. So, for example, like all the me this time, there's 3 minutes left in the fourth quarter, and I pick that ball off with Caleb Fairley.
Yep.
Right? Like, that's the stuff that should swing momentum. And then at that point, does your dude miss a? Do they blow a coverage? Right?
Correct. Yeah. No. 100%. 100%.
And it's a home field advantage, right? So now all of a sudden the crowd's rocking. Do they fumble the kick? Oh no, it's going downhill fast, right?
Titan, I have to agree with you. That's the one thing I am most excited to see, how it interacts with our games, whether it's Mutt, whether it's franchise, whether it's just head to head. That momentum, I feel like is gonna come through big in Mutt. Most importantly, absolutely, because I want to know if I can run different stadiums and use those different home field advantages, bro. That's something to look at, right? Like, we're both Browns and Titans, but how many of those, if I'm running the Browns and I'm in Philly's stadium, do I get Philly's home field advantage, or am I stuck with the Browns? Like, I think there's wrinkles to this that we're going to really have fun with. You know what I'm saying? So I'm excited. Absolutely. I'm just as excited. Guys, in the comments down below, let us know what you're excited for in Madden 22. Let us know how excited you are to see this Mutt Battles series continue in Madden 22. Titan, always a pleasure having you on, man. This has been a lot of fun. Just talk through this.
Yeah, it was. Did you want me to answer the second part of that? I don't want to leave your content hanging.
Yeah, go ahead.
Before I forget, like, you really have an amazing fan base, and I made a point. I make a point to not watch it and not follow the comments just because I don't like watching the games. I don't do that. And if I go on there, I'm right, but I don't do that because I don't want to see your play calling, because that's no fun. Although I can pretty much read your inside zone most of the time.
9 times out of 10, bro.
But you really have an amazing fan base, and hopefully
I appreciate it.
Well, that'll watch, round 2 and 22, right?
I appreciate it, man.
The one thing I would say in Madden 22 is I think, we talked about the most disappointing CLEs, but I think the biggest blown opportunity was flashbacks. I
don't think there were enough of them.
There wasn't. Two is flashbacks are one of those things you can justify pulling any player from any moment in time in history and just making them great.
Okay, so here's what I'm going to say. Here's the one. Here, before we get, we've talked about this during games. I mentioned it here. EA's got to get the rights to those players that aren't in the NFL, right? Flashbacks, as they've been in the past, have been designed for current players in the NFL flashing back to a season where that they were amazing, right? I'm 100% with you that I think there needs to be more of them. And I think maybe we have the possibility, because it's team driven, to see that. So I'm definitely looking forward to that as well.
Right, but I mean, you look at NIL, right? Likeness, right? This has nothing to do with college football. But you're telling me, what would be a cool flashback player? Take me to the Chester Taylor with Brett Favre at the helm for the Vikings, who was the most clutch third down player in the league, and I will fight somebody over that. And I am not a Vikings fan.
I mean,
in that year, he was the most clutch third down player. He got the Vikings either on the ground or through the swing more third down conversions and came in clutch, and that was his role as a specialist, right? They have a slot for third specialist, freaking third down back in this thing. Acknowledge that. But the point is, you can go and you can take a single player out of a moment in time. I'm pretty sure Chester Taylor will take a couple mil if EA shell it out, right? Because it's a $1 billion industry.
Right.
They're the NCAA of video game people.
Hey, wait a minute. Hold on. Before we end this today, we got to talk the Meat Wagon promo that we've always discussed.
All right.
I just wanted to make you laugh there, bro, before we got out of here for the day. But Titan, like I said, man,
I missed the Meat Wagon.
I appreciate you being involved in the Mutt Battle series. I appreciate you being able to take the time out today and have this discussion about the promo tier list, man. Thank you so much.
This was so much fun, man. I really enjoyed this conversation. Thank you so much for having me.
Absolutely, man. Everybody, I hope you guys enjoyed. I hope you guys are making your own tier list here with these promos. Let me know in the comments down below how my tier list compares to yours. Like I said, we'll have the image up as the thumbnail of the video, and I'm going to try to get a link directly to that image. But thank you all for tuning in. Hope y'all are enjoying. We'll see you in Madden 22.